"Meet your son," my ex said, showing up at my office with a 6-year-old and demanding $112,000 in back child support before Friday. Delaney and I dated for 5 months in 2017. It ended the night I found out she'd emptied my savings account and blamed it on a hacker. No baby, no pregnancy, nothing. I changed my locks and moved cities. Then she walked into my office lobby on a Thursday afternoon with a small boy gripping her sleeve. Reception buzzed me down. The kid had dark hair and a nervous look, nothing I recognized. Delaney slid a folder across the desk. "This is Milo. He's yours. My attorney already calculated 6 years of back support, $112,000. Settle by Friday or I file with the state and add penalties." The dates put conception around our last month together. Milo looked about 6. Before I could speak, she set a contact card on the desk and walked out, the boy looking back at me the whole way. I called my lawyer within the hour. She said if Delaney filed first and showed any paperwork, a judge could order temporary support before a DNA test even cleared. Until results came back, I'd be paying. That night I went through every photo from 2017. Our last day together was March 2017. It was now October 2024. A 6-year-old would line up almost exactly. The math was on her side. The next morning, a message came from a number I didn't know. "She's done this before. Ask about Caleb Ford." Then a second text. The boy isn't even hers. I hired a private investigator named Dane Brooks that afternoon. 2 days later, Dane called me with his voice flat. "You need to sit down for this." Caleb Ford was real. Dane found his name on a child support filing Delaney made in 2021 in a different county. Same story, different man. Caleb had paid 14 months before a DNA test cleared him at 0%. By then, she'd collected $19,000 and vanished. But the part that stopped me cold was the boy. Dane pulled Milo's birth certificate. The mother listed was not Delaney. It was a woman named Talia Reyes, Delaney's cousin. Milo had a mother, a father, a home, and none of them were Delaney. She'd been borrowing the child. Dane kept digging. There were others. A man in 2019 who settled for $11,000 to avoid court. Another in 2022 who paid 8 months before quitting. Every time, the same boy. Every time, a folder and a deadline. Then, the whistleblower revealed herself. Nina Vance, Delaney's former roommate. She handed Dane a group chat. Screenshots from August. Delaney talking about me by name. Found my next one. "Good job, paranoid type. Hates court. I'll borrow Milo for the drop, cry a little, hand him the folder. He'll settle before he ever asks for a test." Nina had asked, "What if he demands DNA right away?" Delaney answered, "Then I file emergency support first and stall. Judge orders temporary payments. I collect for months before it clears, then I disappear like the others." When Delaney officially filed her claim, my attorney requested immediate DNA testing and presented everything. Caleb Ford's 2021 filing and 0% result. Milo's birth certificate naming Talia Reyes. The 2 prior settlements. The August messages. The judge called an emergency hearing. Delaney's attorney argued the prior cases were unrelated and the certificate could be an error. My attorney introduced Talia Reyes. Talia stood and faced the judge. "Milo is my son. Here is his birth certificate, his medical records, his school enrollment in my name. I let Delaney take him for the afternoon. She said they were going to the zoo. This woman used my child as a prop to extort a stranger." The judge reviewed the records. Talia Reyes confirmed as mother. A separate man confirmed as father. Then Nina testified. She read the messages aloud, including the line, "I'll borrow Milo for the drop, cry a little, hand him the folder." The judge did not order a DNA test from me. Claim dismissed with prejudice. The judge's voice was iron. "This filing is fraudulent. The minor child is not the petitioner's and was used to commit fraud." Then she turned to Delaney. "You filed false claims against at least 4 men using a child who is not yours. I am referring you to the district attorney for fraud, perjury, and child endangerment. Every legal cost in this room is yours." The judge issued a no-contact order protecting me and Milo both, and granted Talia an emergency order barring Delaney from any contact with the child. "And Miss Vance, your screenshots are now evidence in a criminal matter." Delaney went white. Then the judge added one more line, demanding $112,000 under a fabricated claim using a borrowed child may also constitute aggravated extortion. The district attorney can decide.